Hello everyone, I am SS the Showstopper and I am coming to you from the Devil Advocate channel. Now, my topic will be a little more on the intimate side, so I'll try to go slow, I'll try to be calm so my message can be properly conveyed. Now, my subject is not an attack on any gender, it's an attack on any woman out there or any man out there. I'm just giving it to you as it is hidden in plain sight. Okay, let me start off by saying this. A lot of times, women tend to think that they can be the one or they are the one to change a man, to make a man adjust, to make him conform to her rules, to her laws, to her stipulation that she placed on him or the standard that she placed on him. So she'll make certain that he adhere, she'll make certain that he keeps in line and in check based on her needs. There's a harsh reality behind that. None of us can make anyone do what they don't want to do. It's always within one's conscience, within one's mind, within one's inner being that they make any decision whatsoever. So we can't change people, we can't make people adjust. We can only make people probably conform based on laws, but it will only be for a matter of time. Okay? A lot of women also tend to think that because they believe that they're more desirable, whether it be by their physical appearance, whether it be by their education, or by their bank account, they are more sought after than other women. So they believe that whenever a man comes, he will automatically come well prepared, um, properly, well mannered, well respectful, loyal, faithful, and all the good stuff. That's also not a reality. It's a mere fantasy in most women's head. Such was the case of KHLOE Kardashian and Tristan Thompson, basketball player Tristan Thompson. KHLOE, is a part of the Kardashian family. She's a sibling, and they have basically gotten their limelight, their fame, and their riches from being on a reality TV show, you know. And she has dated high profile people before from other celebrities and stuff like that, including sports athletes and stuff. And Tristan Thompson was one of whom she sought after. KHLOE, according to the tabloids, according to the media, met Tristan when he had a pregnant girlfriend. He had a girlfriend who was pregnant and she met him. Now, I don't know what happened with Tristan. Maybe he saw an opportunity, maybe he really liked her, maybe he saw an opportunity where he could get some highlights, probably at a business that he was pushing, and he thought, hey, if I go into that family or I start dating her, my career will kick off, my business will kick off, all the things that I'm doing will get much limelight. KHLOE thought that, okay, this guy coming, this guy would conform, this guy would behave himself, this guy would be loyal, he'd be respectful, he would honor her. No, 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 no. That's not what happened to Miss KHLOE. Miss KHLOE believed within herself that she was meeting a changed man. KHLOE got a wake-up call. What happened was that she got the same man. She got the same man that his pregnant girlfriend had. The same individual. There's absolutely nothing that changed about him. And as a matter of fact, he became worse because not only was he cheating on KHLOE, he was doing it publicly. We saw pictures floating around of him holding hands with different females and stuff like that. He's in the club and he's, in a public place and he's kissing other women, even got another female pregnant. This is a person that's basically telling you he has no interest in you. Absolutely none. But because her mind, in her headspace, tells her that she's sought after, she's well desired, she's a top tier because she's a white woman and she knows, she read the blogs, she's on the internet and she sees the things that a lot of men, in particular black men, have said about black women and are praising white women, she automatically thought that she was getting a different black man other than what any other woman had. The harsh reality is that she got the same black man. She got the same man. There's nothing about him that changed. And that's what reach a lot of women out there. That's what reach a lot of people out there. When we meet people, we tend to think that, okay, this person is coming, this person is a changed individual, this person is conforming, they're going to adjust to my standard, to my rules. No, they have to make that decision. You cannot make that decision for them. I think it was there's this vlogger by the name of Fumi. She was speaking about how, I think she was a model, and she spoke on how she was dating a baseball player once, and when she was dating a baseball player, he was so fine. She lived the best of life, the most expensive clothes, jewelry, she had it, all of these things. She was flying all around in private jet, living, jet setting all over the world and stuff like that. And one day she said she was in, I think it's Chanel, and she had these real nice diamond earrings. She was in a Chanel, and she was, I think, leaving his apartment. And upon leaving his apartment, she just saw other females just walking past, going in there to be with him. Just walking past, going in there to be with the baseball player. And she said she was so humiliated. She was so hurt. She felt so disrespected. She was wearing Chanel, and Chanel has never looked that cheap. Chanel felt so cheap on her, and she realized it wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth it. But maybe she thought that, okay, she's a respectful female, or she conducts herself a certain way, or she's in a great career, and stuff like that. She was a catch. She was a prize. And it's good to think highly of yourself. It's good whether you're a male or a female. It's very good to think highly of yourself. It's good to have some sort of self-esteem and think of yourself as the prize, as the premium. However, there is no guarantee that person you meet is thinking that of you. And as they say, 90% of what we say is in our body language. And there are lots of pretenders. There are a lot of pretenders out there. They will pretend so much to be that one for you. The reason I pulled Chloe situation was she already knew what she was getting herself into, because that female that he had was pregnant. Now, if a guy can abandon his pregnant girlfriend for someone to have a high profile public relationship, what is that saying? What is that saying about him? What is that saying about the respect that he has? She didn't care. Chloe didn't care. Chloe thought in her head, she's the prize, she's gorgeous, she's so desirable, she's everything that Tristan would want. Tristan is a Jamaican. Tristan is a Jamaican. I'll leave it at that. She got the same man. She didn't get anybody else, just the same man. So I think that women should set standard for themselves. I think much more prayer need to be added when heading into a relationship. A lot of prayer, setting standards for yourself rather than your partner. Because when a person come, as I said, a lot of people out there will pretend. That's why you need prayer, because you can't fight certain spirit that these people come with. You can't fight certain spirit that they come with. You just can't do it alone. You need prayer. You need divine intervention. Something extraterrestrial you need. So you have to pray, you have to set standards for yourself to know that this is what I want to do, this is what I want. And when you see certain things, because their actions will change eventually. When you see certain things that's contrary to what they portray initially, then you know that's not the person you meet. I said it in a previous video that I always understand that when I meet someone, I meet three persons. That one individual is three persons. The person who I met, the person who they actually are, and the person who they're going to be. And it's always rare that all three is the same person. It's rare. We all go through hurt. because of it. We all go through pain and long suffering, and we cry and we cry, and we talk to friends and we call our parents and we talk to family members, all because of that hurt. So it's good to have prayer, it's good to have self esteem, it's good to set standards for ourselves rather than set it for other people. A lot of things you can take to know. Look how they talk to relate to other females. Look how they talk to their family members. Look how they talk to their co-workers, their fellow employees. These are a lot of signs that you can tell what the things that he'll do. A person that loves God, a person that loves God, a person that fears God, a person that honors God, a person that speak on God and practice it and do it to live a wholesome life, is probably a person you should be messing with. It's probably a person because their conscience guides them. Tristan isn't guided by conscience. Tristan is doing what he please. He's leaning to his own understanding. And a lot of people out there, a lot of women out there don't realize that when they meet a guy, the guy is leaning to his own understanding. He already equipped himself with his own mental tool. So he doesn't need to go out there and conform to you. He will only do it for a matter of time until he believes that he's reached or he has arrived at his destination. Then the real him shows up. The real person shows up. So women, I understand that it's important to have self-esteem and it's important to be proud of your accolades. Be proud of your beauty. Be proud of your education. Be proud of that you have worked hard to accomplish, a large bank account. But at the end of the day, oftentimes you're getting the same man as any other woman out there. And they only pretend a little longer with you. They'll only pretend a little longer with you. But through prayer, through proper communication and understanding, you will see the red flags. You will see the red flags out there. You will see. That's all I have to say. I hope that you all enjoy your night. May God bless you. And remember, I'm just an eye opener. I didn't come to bear bad news. I didn't be or come to be the bearer of bad news. I'm just giving you information that's often hidden in plain sight. A lot of times these things do happen. These things do happen because we have this notion that we are better than or we are more than another female. So whenever that person come who she was with, he's going to come very different, way better. No, that's not the case. You have to allow him. You have to allow that person to be themselves. You have to allow that person to show you who they are. And you make a decision as to whether or not that's what you want. A lot of them, most times guys don't know. In many occasions, there are times when guys don't know. But if you tell them and you see where the person is working to make changes or making adjustments to it, then it's something that you most likely can work with. In the case of Chloe, there was nothing for her to work with. There was absolutely nothing for her to work with because she saw everything from day one. There's absolutely nothing for her was to work with, for her to say, okay, yeah, maybe this, maybe that. Nope, 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 nope. There are often times when guys just don't know better. And sometimes when you tell them, you watch their behavioral pattern and you see wherein they're making adjustments, you can say, okay, yes, this person, we realize he loves God. He just has a little few scars. He has a little few discrepancies with himself that he's working on and he's trying to make an adjustment. So I'm not saying that you should write off everybody, but you look for their behavior. You look at the changes that they're trying to make. So when it's obvious that they're making mistakes and they're trying to make an adjustment, then that's something that you can work with. Not all mistakes, though. Not all mistakes. But but when they're working and they're trying their best to be a better individual for themselves and for a relationship to work, then that's where you need to say, okay, God, I know that you have presented this person in my life, and I hope that you continue to bless our relationship so it can grow and it can prosper and we can be a healthy and happy couple. That's all I have to say again. Thank you so much for your time. Enjoy your night, and may God bless you.